Animals are soul. I know this because as a teenager, I had a very special experience with a cat that I loved. One night, I was dead asleep, and suddenly Smokey's face, my gray cat, appeared for about 2 or 3 seconds. I understood from that he had come to say goodbye and that he loved me. It was important that he tell me this before he left to reincarnate somewhere else. Why would a cat do such a thing? Well, you see, Smokey and I shared a very special moment one day. At the time, it was just completely spontaneous, and I never really expected anything. So one warm summer day, Smokey was in the backyard, and I was walking around the house, and I saw him over there, and I went over and petted him, and he was purring. He was really, really happy. It was a beautiful day. And just out of nowhere, I thought, tell me what you love about your life. And Smokey turned and walked out into the field full of weeds. And I followed him. I wondered, okay, what's he going to show me? He would walk around in the weeds and then he would stop. He would look back at me and I would reach down and I would pet him reassuringly. Yes, I love you. And I was treating him as an equal, which is something that people don't often do with animals. Of course, people speak one language and animals speak a different language, but we're all soul. We are all an eternal spark of God, and soul gives the body life. So this happened for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. He would walk, turn around, I would pat him, he would purr some more, and eventually he led me back to the yard, to the backyard. And at that point, I understood what he was telling me. I want to go out on my own. Thank you. And so I reached down, I petted him some more, and I thought, okay, I'm good. See you later. And I let him go on his way. At the time, I never realized how strong an impact that would be on Smokey, how much it would convey this love that I had for him, to let him lead me into the field and show me what he loved about his life. After Smokey appeared in the dream, well, actually, it wasn't a dream. It was in full consciousness, actually. And it was strange that during a deep sleep that I would suddenly be aware of him and then he would be gone and I would immediately be back to sleep. He had a way to call on me to say, I love you, I've got to go. The thing is that my parents were raised in a world where animals were things that you owned. They were food. They weren't playthings. But yet Smokey lived with us for a great many years and became very fond. 2 weeks after he appeared in my inner vision, my dad said, Smokey died. He ate some poisoned food that farmers had put out to kill rats. At the time, I felt nothing. I had already known Smokey had died and passed on, so it wasn't a shock, and I kept silent about it. I think that the love that goes between people and animals is a special kind of love because people make love so complicated, whereas animals don't. It's a very simple thing. I love you. That's it. No conditions. Just, I love you. I died and I just had to come and say goodbye. Yes, animals are soul. They are spiritual beings, much like we are. The thing that is different is our bodies and our level of development. But we can help animals, and they have a special way of speaking through our heart to let us know how much they love us.